North Korea will be at the top of the agenda next week when South Korea's president meets with President Trump at the White House. President Moon spoke with Norah O'Donnell in his first televised interview since being elected. He discussed his new approach to handling the threat posed by North Korea's nuclear program and slammed the Obama administration's handling of the regime.
I know you believe that the strategy of President Obama, which was strategic patience with North Korea, was a failure. Yes.
Yes, I believe, in the end, you cannot deny the fact that strategic patience has failed. And so I believe what is urgent right now is to prevent North Korea from making further nuclear and missile provocations by making North Korea freeze its programs. If we achieve that freeze in North Korea's programs, then I believe we will be able to sit down and talk with the North Koreans to achieve complete dismantlement. And I hope that President Trump agrees with my view.
Why would Kim Jong-un ever agree to freeze his nuclear weapons program? What are you going to give him?
Kim Jong-un currently has a blind faith that his nuclear and missile programs will protect him and his regime. And so we must show and teach North Korea that this belief is incorrect.
One of your top advisors was just in Washington suggesting that you are considering scaling back South Korea's joint military exercises with the United States. Is that true?
So, I have seen through media reports that my special advisor made such comments. Professor Moon is not a permanent advisor, so my relationship with Professor Moon is rather informal. Professor Moon is an academic, and he continues to be freely active as an academic, and sometimes when I need his assistance, I will ask him for his opinion on certain issues. And what he mentioned in Washington was his personal view. But I believe that when it comes to the detailed strategy and tactics on how we will achieve this, this will have to be discussed and agreed upon.
Please help me understand that, because as you know, this did not go over very well in the United States, that you may be suggesting scaling back the number of joint military training exercises. Because I went back and looked, and during your campaign for president, you also talked about adjusting and downsizing these joint drills. The concern is that you are willing to offer concessions already to the North Koreans.
During my campaign, I have not mentioned the downsizing or adjusting of Korea-U.S. combined military exercises. And I firmly believe that we must not reward bad behavior. And I also believe that the way to find a resolution to North Korea's nuclear issue cannot be achieved unilaterally or singularly by Korea alone.
The Chinese have objected very publicly and have retaliated economically for the THAAD anti-missile deployment here in South Korea. Is your decision to delay that deployment essentially a concession to the Chinese?
Well, first of all, regarding the THAAD deployment, the radar component and 2 launchers have already been deployed and are currently operational. And regarding this, the new administration did not make any changes. The decision to deploy the THAAD system was made by the Korea-U.S. alliance in order to protect the Republic of Korea and the U.S. forces deployed in the Republic of Korea. And I have stressed on numerous occasions that I will not take this decision lightly simply because it was a decision by the previous administration.